Hey, good afternoon, Mower Medic 1. Today I want to touch on a little subject that I get asked a lot. And that question is, Mower Medic, how often should I sharpen my blades? Well, that's kind of like asking yourself, how often should I get a haircut? It really depends on too many variables. But what you want to do, about every third or fourth cutting, depending on how big your yard is. Now, I can give you a scenario of my own. When I was mowing 4 acres with a 48-inch mower, I would have to sharpen them about every third cutting. But what you want to do, you want to look at this edge right here. I'm not too worried about the sharpness up and through here. You want to keep this at a 90-degree angle, just like this new blade here. See how that angle is 90 degrees, and you got a good sharp point right here. You're only going to be using about this much of the blade anyway, but as you can tell, these have been battered pretty good. These are borderline trash. You can probably sharpen these up, but I'm going to show you some here that are just about too far gone. See how that corner is rolled over? These blades have been ran too long, and you'd have to take out so much meat here to be able to get your corner back right here. It's going to be kind of obvious on this set of gator blades here on a grasshopper. I kind of want to show you these. These have been on there also too long, but look at this one. He hit a 2-inch piece of cast iron water main cover and broke the blade in half. And as you can tell, the blade is actually getting worn from the underside. They scalp the ball field with these things, and it's just wearing them out faster than I can come out here and put them on. 25-30 hours out of a set of lawnmower blades, and that's about it. Depending on where you live, the soil composition may be, a gumbo, a black gumbo, or you might have a lot of sandy loam. There are different blades for different regions of the United States, and these are the 3 basic styles of blades. You're going to have a mulching blade, kind of looks like this. I never really have understood the concept behind a mulching blade like this, but they're supposed to work, and from what I understand, it cuts up the grass a lot finer when you have a mulching plug in. Here are 2 different blades for the same mower. This goes on a Toro 147. This is what we call a no lift or a low lift. As you can tell, the wind wing is what they call it, is substantially not as much lift here. That's going to be good for sandy loam. Here is a high lift. You can tell it's got much more lift here on the wing. These high lift blades are good for, like, if you want a bag or you want to cut grass that's pretty high. This actually will help pick up that grass after it's been laid over by the front of the deck. It takes a lot more horsepower to spin these high lift blades. Not a whole lot more, but you can definitely tell the difference. The thickness of the heavy duty ones like this are 240 thickness, 240, and the regular blades for it are what they call 204 thickness. They're actually a lot thinner. When you put a new set of blades on and you want to keep them up, you just want to be sure and keep this, like I said earlier, this 90-degree point sharp, and try to keep this corner from rolling over or rounding off right here. The next question I get when it comes to mower blades is, Mower Medic, when I'm mowing, it's leaving a strip of grass right down the middle. Well, I've made a very crude model here And let me kind of explain to you what I'm going to do. This, if you can't tell, is the outline of a 3-bladed deck. And what happens is, pretend these little tabs of spark plug box are blades. You want blade overlap whenever you put these new set of blades on. And as you can tell, whoops, this line that I've drawn on the outer edge of this blade is going to overlap the bottom side of the lower 2 blades. This is the front of the mower. So whenever it's going and you're mowing, the geometry of the mower deck is going to allow these blades to overlap quite a bit. But when it comes to a 2-bladed deck, it's a complete different story. Again, this is going to be crude as all get out, but what I've done, I've drawn an outline of a deck for a 2-bladed mower. This line here is going to be the side of the deck. Right now it's going to be perpendicular to the wheels on the mower. So whenever you're going down through here and you're mowing with this deck like this, I mean, yeah, it's going to leave a strip because there is no blade overlap at this point right here. But change the axes of the deck whenever the manufacturer mounts these decks underneath the mowers. You don't notice it when you're sitting on the mower, but these decks are canted a little bit. So now when you turn the blades back to straight, you now have overlap. So whenever you're mowing with this deck canted and you're going straight, you now have overlap. Turn the deck back to straight, and then you're going to leave a strip again. It's simple geometry, but it's weird and it's kind of neat all at the same time. So when you cant it or twist the deck around just a little bit, just like it does in the factory, look at the overlap. I mean, it's ridiculous amount. So that's why, to me, a 2-bladed mower cuts better than a 3-bladed machine. So turn the deck back straight, then you have no overlap. It's weird how you can just go like that and now you have overlap. So we went over kind of, you know, the different blade types, the blade thicknesses, and what to look for. And really, like I said, there's no set time to sharpen blades or replace blades. You just got to keep on top of it. And like I said, you know, just keep this 90 right here and this point sharp, and you should be good to go. But if you have any questions about the blade types or anything else about lawnmower blades, leaving strips, whatnot, let me know. Mower Medic 1. Have a great day.